Hello and welcome to that demokratiska Böhmen as we continue again, if there is such a thing as a continuation or such a thing as saker som händer i någon sorts ordning. we are here by the tunnel, which, as you can tell from me not being able to select it, is now done and built, and we have spent all of the rubles to get this project done. These lines, I don't even think the developer might be able to explain it, but he is certainly the only one that is qualified. Didn't I build signals here? That was sloppy. Sorry, I was thinking that we would just go and buy a train and ride the train out with oil, but no, not quite yet. We still some work to do. There we go. This will fit one more train in this block easily. There we go. Let's go to Demokratikraft/Krosna and check in on the people living by the bitumen power plant. There is a lot of smoke coming out of the smokestacks, which is a good sign, because I don't think I have any buses transporting workers here anymore. So how are we doing? Yeah, pollution is severe, and it is really severe right on these people's house. People are going playing football here in this air. How are you doing? 61 years, but not that many more people has moved out. One worker can't work due to sickness. 17 citizens were unable to get food, but I mean, just get on the bus. It doesn't come often, but it does come every now and then. After all, you are certainly able to eat and get food. What is happening here? The fire citizens may be in peril. Medical services need to. Where are we? Singeropol. Whoa! That is rather close. And sorry, we are running at fast speed. That was to get the tunnel built, which is what has transpired since last time. There we go. Thank you very much, brave firefighters. Did anyone die? No one died. Very, very good work. Very good work. Anyway, as I was saying, today's agenda is to buy a train that takes... Oh, goddammit, it's on fire here as well. It was extinguished. Good, thank you. Buy a train that takes diesel from here, because we have a lot of it, and go down the new fantastic, wonderful, beautiful rail line that we built for 9.3 million rubles, and sell it for dollars and add to the ever-growing pensions fund. You never know. My goodness gracious, these trains are getting expensive. 892,000 rubles, almost 1 million rubles. That one I think is double-headed, so we do not want that. Diesel locomotives is what we want. And there is always this one, but I use it comes out of the pensions fund, $1.2 million. But that is a nice locomotive. I do like those very much. This is really cheap, but also is very weak. We do not want a weak locomotive here. We want a powerful one. Just buy the American one. You know that's the one you want anyway. And it's time appropriate and everything, so let's go for that. Now for the tankers, of course, we're going to need to go. Cargo wagon, and tankers. There are many tankers to choose from. This one is the most efficient one. It transports 68 tons of fluids. This one is the same size, I think, and only carries 60 tons only. It's a difference of 8 tons. Anyway, and this one also is 1 ton lighter in empty weight. So, and since we need to go through this area here, we really can't have much longer train than this. One more. Yes, one more. I think should be good. And you go here, and you load up on fuel. And in this case, it is very important to be very clear on what it is I want you to do. And I believe it is over here, maybe? No? Is this the right? No. This is not the right. What is this? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at I'm staring into the west, wandering south, maybe, I don't know. Wondering where is the sun? Is it, I don't know, south. Let's say it's noon and the sun is there, so south. And wondering where the trail ends. But this is my end of business. And yes, this is not the right one, because this is the old one that we've been using for so long. And no, we have built a new connection. Where? Are you lost, sir? Yes, I am a little bit lost. Vraska was the name of the place. Over there. Hello. That's a completely different route. Very good. That's what we wanted. Go here and unload 100% of anything. And do we think that this will work? Will this work? Go! No complaints so far. Interesting. You're going the right way. Very good. Very good. The shape of that bridge. I think he got air that time. That bus. I think he got air. We stop for fuel immediately, and this is the optimum place to refuel. You see, you have this great pump, and the fuel line is just with the pump and the gravity and everything. You're gonna fill up in no time at all there, buddy. But you have a red. You can't go. You have to wait. But to wait at the signal, of course, not at the petrol station, diesel station. And you are moving out. Beautiful. In fact, very beautiful. See, we get the blue light from the chain signal because there is one space available, but there is also another train in there. Can mess up, but I think that this is going to work. And yes, it is not too long. In fact, we could have it 2 cars longer, at least here, but I do think that over here might be a problem. I mean, I will deploy a sister train to this one, and let's make that longer, shall we? I mean, 408 tons, that's nothing. We got how much? We got 3 cisterns here of 600 tons each. You're not even putting a dent in it. And we need to get more workers in the... You have a question mark? There's something wrong with our rail line that we built. Now, this is always interesting. You have a question mark, so you can't go to your destination. And then this button has been introduced since the game was first released in early access. View area where a possible issue exists on the route. its closest point to target destination that vehicle can reach. Okay. This sometimes it is helpful, sometimes it is not. In this case, it doesn't help very much because do we have an issue with signals here? Please tell me that we do. Yes, we do. This is not right. Don't ask how that worked. It just did, and be grateful for it, that it helped you to find it, even though at first it looked rather bleak. Yay! Vraska Medium Customs House, you're going, we are going for a long journey, long journey. I wonder, could we? Yes, we could have a longer train than this one. Let's get it in there. Let's cause mayhem. Maybe. Let's see if we cause any mayhem. We want cargo wagon, we want this oil tanker, and that is pushing my luck. Please. Please? Thank you. And where did that train go? It's here, right? Yes. And in this case, you can copy onto a vehicle in a depot. You cannot do that for road vehicles. They need to be copied onto directly. And start. Should we just assume that this works and go ride the other train? Yes, let's do that. I mean, we can. What bad could happen if there was a snarl up in there? Almost nothing. Our economy is not dependent on the oil business at all for our expenses, or rather, maybe the opposite is fact. Could I get there? We go. Thank you, sound engine. That makes quite the difference. Look at the statues of Lenin and the hammer and sickle by each side of the road, welcoming people from the Soviet Union into our great republic. We have ridden this bit before. Let's do that with you for now and see how the long train, what happened to it. Was it too long or was it manageable? Was it you? No. It is you. Yes, it is. You are loading. Yes, and you made it past. Great for you. Maybe I would have gotten away with having that last wagon on there. Maybe. Shall we put the train back in the depot and see? 544 tons of fuel, is that respectable enough? I mean, it is respectable, but 68 tons more would be more respectable, wouldn't it? And that other train still has a way to go before it enters the exciting new stuff. But there's always action on the Western Main Line after all. There's always something going on. Here, for example, we apparently need to wait. Where are we? Yes. Yes, we are out by the first oil field. And what are you? You are running empty. With... Why is this train? It should be a coal train. No? Aha, you are another steel exporter. You can apparently do that with that type of wagon that looked like a hopper, but was not a hopper car. I am tempted still. I don't know if I can resist the temptation to try and put another wagon on this train. Not that train. However, we already have a snarl up. I mean, this will get solved once you go to... You can go now. Thank you. When you get past that signal, this will clear up, and we could get you into here. Maybe, can we? No, we cannot, because this is one way. And I do not want to put a passing track. That's just a pain, so sorry. We're gonna have to stick with what we got here. Look at this. This is a properly busy place. There you go, blue light. Go in. What are you hauling there? Are you hauling anything? Yes, 404 tons of oil, sir. To you. Thank you very much, train. That will go nicely into our cisterns here. How? See? There is no train waiting to unload here anymore. Already we have had an effect, and, well, I think building these had a lot to do with. Okay, let's see. How far have we gotten? Are we getting close to the new bits yet? No, I'm not even close, man. I'm over here. I haven't made it very far because there's so much traffic on this line, on this railway. And of course, that is what we want. He needs to stop for fuel. Do we have fuel available? Yep, we do. A lot of it. There's a neat thing that you can unload a train like this at a train diesel station like this one. But you are blocking, so if you wouldn't mind, there we go, 15,000 liters of diesel, maybe. Yeah, takes a lot of diesel to move all that coal around. That is understandable. There we go, roaring into life. Will we take a right here? Yes. Now then, we are moving away from the Western Main Line and moving over to the... I don't think I have a name for this line. It is sort of diagonally cutting through the Republic here, isn't it? Yes. And goes over there, see. And we do know that this is This is certainly the west, and this is east, maybe. Then again, since the map is flipped that way, what makes you think that is north? Why would that be north? That might as well be south. I don't know. Let's say that is the western. And the line goes like a belt, you could say, right across the Republic. Instead of pondering about that, how about you zoom in a bit and have a look at the glorious rail that we built with our own rubles, but not with our own manpower. We could not be bothered regrettably. All in all, I have pardon me, I have about 20 million rubles into this railway system that takes off from the Western Main Line where we left. Let's get close, let's get really loud with the train. That's nice. Makes such a racket going over this bridge. That's nice. It's a nice shot. With the television station in the capital there in the background. Do not clip through a mountain, please. Look at the capital. And yes, we have the Ettan, Toan, and the radio station. Or is it the other way around? I believe that this is the good one. Yes, this is the good one. This is the cultural channel. We have one for sports as well. Usually that one isn't that popular with viewers, which is fine by me. They can choose for themselves what they want to watch. I provide 2 television stations. As the train heads past a sleeping village yet to have been reached by the wonders of communism and what it has to bring, you might wonder what goes on in a village like this one that is yet to be touched and embraced by communism. People are going to church. That is all that people are doing. I suppose there is not a whole lot more, and I cannot see how happy people are, but I can look at a house. People are happy. There are no places to eat food, to get food, but maybe that kicks off when you give them a job or something, because you can have a sleeping village like this and it will just stay that way. Now, where did my train go? Are you here? Yes, you are here. I did miss out on a bit of spectacular bridge work there through, well, not that spectacular, it was a bit preposterous, maybe. And where are we? Where are we? We haven't gone on to the completely new bit yet. We are still transitioning. Still transitioning the Republic. The belt. Yes, the belt. The belt line. The belt line is the official name of this railway. And the belt line covers the connection point from the connection point with the Western Main Line here, and here if you want to go north, and if that is indeed north, all the way to here is the surplus storage area, but it stretches all the way to the border here in the west. So the Western Belt Line. We are about to... What did I do? No. Sorry. Train, come back to me, please. We will catch it as it goes out of the tunnel. And if we just could have the sound of the cars thundering, there we go. Thank you very much. follow you along. Get rid of all of that stuff. And sir, are you sure that this approach to the viaduct here is safe? It looks a bit sharp. Yeah, I told you it's going to be fine. You should have more faith in your benevolent dictator or friendly person of great influence. Let's get close and loud again with this one as well. Roar, roar. Here's also sleeping, but that's not a village, that's more of a town. But it's still sleeping. We have not yet expanded and embraced this part of the Republic. We are still going by the old ways out here. Bloody hell. Is that a dirty word? Maybe. Bloody hell. That was loud. As we flow on the suspended bit of rail that is just suspended in the landscape. It is actually suspended inside a mountain. And I suppose that it's good to know that we have a lot of groundwater underneath us. Even though we're pumping oil and everything out of the ground, we do still have plenty of water down there. That's good to know. And maybe that's also why water isn't really a factor of playing this game. There's such an abundance of water apparently underneath the ground, so why? And I'm happy that that isn't part of the game, because you have so much other stuff going on, especially with the electricity, with high voltage and medium voltage and substations and everything, which I love. I do love that stuff. So we can do very well without having to worry about water, I think. This line turned out rather nice, I think. We have an American locomotive pulling Soviet oil tankers, oil cars, and heading for the western border to sell. How much is it worth for a load? Not that much. $231,000. Should have bought a longer train. Since I cannot add a car to the other train, I can if I catch it on the way back, but that's going to be rather dull waiting around for. Maybe I should just get another one. Get another train going this way. We do have quite a lot of infrastructure here. And it is a lovely bit of railway, isn't it? Single track, the final bit of single track, I believe, through the forest here before we get to the queuing area for the customs house. Yes. And as the sun sets on the 7th of January 1987 has rolled around. Should we then, since we have now closed 1986, have a look at how we did? We have a deficit with the Soviet Union of 9 million rubles. Still, we exported 17.5 million rubles, but we did a lot of construction. Steel, electronics, people and you who are electronics. But damn it. Dollars, we did really well. Plus 40 million into the pensions fund. And did we buy anything with dollars? No. nothing. Yes, we did. We did buy 2 locomotives. That's right. And you are now unloading. And as the sun has set on yet another day in that demokratiska Böhmen, I am going to say thank you so very much for watching and good night.